to some people it may seem like a basic subject, but it's actually really kind of important to understand at all skill levels, and because MIDI drum patterns, it's really how electronic music is categorized, right? It's how we understand what genre of electronic music is what. The genres are based on the MIDI drum patterns and the tempo, okay? And the reason why is because electronic music is inexorably linked, maybe not forever, but as we currently understand it, electronic music in the dance music form is inexorably linked to DJing, okay? And when you're DJing, if you're going to try and beat mix, right, you want to be mixing tracks that have kind of similar drum patterns so as not to confuse your dance floor. Now, recently, as things have developed, electronic music has become a little bit less genre specific, you know. And if you come see myself or Zed's Dead or a lot of these other ones, a lot of these other kind of big artists, you'll see a lot of tempo changing, you know, and a lot of changing in the drum patterns. They might play a little bit of drum and bass, and they might play a little bit of kind of hip hop BPM, and they might play some halftime and some dubstep and some techno and blah 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 blah. But it is still good to know these different patterns because they are the foundation of the different genres of electronic music. And there is actually a little bit more to this subject than you would get if you just went and read. So I'm going to just hop over to the screen here. And I want to go, there's this really handy guide. You know, these are all pretty straight ahead, but there's actually a little bit more to this than would first meet the eye. And most of these things, they tell you almost nothing. Like this one would be like, Ultimate Guide to Drum Programming. And then you got to like sign up for their course and blah, blah, blah. So most people keep the good stuff behind the paywall, right? So, although, you know, if you Google it, you can find some of these drum patterns. I want to go through and just go, I'm just going to go genre by genre, basically. And I'm going to go show you some of these patterns so that you can kind of know how they go. And you will be able to understand the subtleties of them. I entered these patterns with the push. And I'm going to kind of just go, go down this list here. But I'm going to start with techno. So basically, you know, I've gone in and I've kind of very quickly programmed in some of these patterns. So let's start with this techno pattern. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my push, and using the track mutes, I'm going to mute these drum cells so that we're introducing first the meat, then the potatoes, which is the kind of hi-hats, and it adds a layer of energy with the hi-hats or typically shakers, right? And other standard drum sounds, and then on top of that there is usually another layer that is the spice that's really gonna provide some more build-up energy to it. So let's listen to this techno beat here first, and I'm gonna introduce these layers with the mutes, and I just want you to listen to them first, okay? So here is the meat. Right, very on the beat, very, very quantized. Oops, here, let's loop that. Let's get at a key learn. Okay, and then we right, so that'd be like layer 2. Got that little bit of sass there, and then when you're ready to do a build up, right? So in the sequencer, right, all together, that looks like this, and you've basically got the kick, which you introduce like here. I'll do it with the track mutes. So you'd probably just introduce the kick and this basic, you know, probably just this kick first. And then we'd probably introduce these hi-hats here. Right, and then these guys. Like that. So now I'll do these kind of in sequence using the mutes again, and you can see kind of how this would go typically in a song. So you'd probably have just the mute first. Okay, here comes escalation number 1. Now we'll do our build-up. And now we'd have, you know, another groove, right? So all these are kind of inside of the same sequence. And then by muting and kind of unmuting these different escalations and layers, you can have like a whole lot of progression and a whole lot of sequencing within that one pattern. Okay, so that is how a typical techno beat would work. Okay, so now let's go over to a house beat. So this is again around 123 BPM, sorry. Let's go into a house beat and we'll have a look at this house beat. But you can see, you know, it's kind of the same thing. I use the infinite drum rack, and I set all these different bits up here. But this house beat, there's a few little differences. So I'm going to just mute everything that we don't need right away. And we'll start again with just the kick. Okay, so. Then you'd probably introduce the clap. And you see how that clap is not quite quantized. It's a little early, right? Very important. House has this kind of cool thing where the timing is a little bit off the beat. So now I'll introduce the hi-hat. So you see that there's that shuffle to it, you know, that the drum sounds are a bit more organic. It's got that shuffle. Right? And then you could probably have one of these build-ups again. I'll just add that. Right, so similar to a techno beat for sure, but there's this different, you know, there's a different kind of groove to it. The drum sounds are a little bit more organic. Let's do this. Yeah, the drum sounds are a little bit more organic. There's a little bit more of this kind of shuffle to it, and you know, you can see things are off. And if you look in. You know, you can see these hi-hats are like not quite on the beat. This hi-hat's a little early, or this hi-hat's a little late. The open to hi-hats, closed hi-hats are a little late. The snare is a little early. And I'm gonna go make a new drum kit. So let's find some. Oops, let's get off of note repeat. So let's find a more dubstep-y kick. So dubstep, you kind of want a bigger kick. Then you'd probably want rather than a clap, you'd probably want a big old snare for dubstep. I'm looking for a big snare with lots of bass. Yeah. Okay, cool. It's nice and big. Let's find a dubstep-y hi-hat. Yeah. Actually, that's kind of a more dubstep-y kick. Let's get a dubstep crash. Okay, cool. So let's get a kind of dubstep-y drum loop here. So the dubstep beat, you typically have like a big kick on the 1 and a big snare on the 3, like this. Right, so now I'm going to duplicate that a couple times. I'll do that. And then I'm going to put a little crash. And then probably put a little just clap coming into the snare like that. And then a lot of dubstep beats have this kind of offness to them. So I'm putting that same 3/16 note through them here. And then okay, so duplicate that. And now on this last snare, I'm gonna Okay, then. I'm probably gonna replace this 808 with a wub. Yeah, I'm probably gonna replace that with a wub. Maybe look up a wob. Yeah, there we go. A nice classic dubstep wub I made with one of my modular synths here. So let's replace that 808 with this sound and normalize that volume. Oh, let's just go like this. Get a nice clean.